Um, okay, so I've got some announcements to make this morning. Got quite a bit of stuff, so give me a few minutes and let me, I want to get everything kind of, make sure I don't miss anything. Okay, over here this morning, we have the members of the Quilt Club. They are here to support the RV Club food drive with a raffle quilt. Tickets are 1 for $1 or 7 for $5. Please help us to raise money. And you can see they have the quilt displayed that they're going to be raffling off. Okay. Okay. This afternoon, the Tanglewood Vets will be having their cake cutting ceremony on the veranda at 3 o'clock. And then this evening, there is bingo here in the hall. Be here and ready to play by 6:15. This is a special bingo to raise money for the Christmas food drive. This is such a good cause, so please come on out and bring your friends and neighbors too. We will be doing an extra 50-50, so be sure to bring extra money. Also, this Saturday, November 12th, the RV Club will have tables at the craft fair selling donated crafts and baked goods. All proceeds will go to the food drive. We hope you will support these activities and help us feed the hungry in our community. If you prefer, you can always make a donation in cash or a check payable at the Heartland Food Bank. Look for the food drive table where donations will be collected every Monday. Okay, on Tuesday, we have Tai Chi at 9 o'clock in here, and then we have potluck. For potluck, it's at 5:30. Please bring enough food to serve 12 people in your own place settings. On Wednesday, we are going to have a fire ring in the Outback from 5 to 7 p.m. The entertainment will be Rick Arnold. We're going to have hot dogs and buns, beer, wine, and sodas, all provided by Hometown America. On Friday, there's Tai Chi again here, and Friday is also Veterans Day, so happy Veterans Day, everyone. Saturday, craft fair, 8 a.m., and then on the evening time, there's a T-Mac dance at 7 o'clock with the Lee Alcorn Band. Special meals, November 15th. The menu is chicken parmesan, pasta, garlic bread, salad, and dessert. The cost is $8. Thursday, November 17th at 9:30 a.m. You have a chance to make a beautiful cornucopia for your Thanksgiving table. Cost is $20, which includes supplies and instructions. You must prepay for this class at the activities office. They need at least 10 people to have this class. Also on Thursday, and if you want to make the cornucopia, you will still have time. She says the class only takes about an hour. They're having the ladies' luncheon, also November 17th, at the Jacaranda. The cost is $14. That includes tax and gratuity. Pay in advance at the activities office and bring receipt with you to the luncheon. The sign-up sheets will be pulled on November 14th. Next Monday, they will be having the flu shot clinic here. Walgreens will be here again to have a flu shot clinic for those of you who did not get your flu shot in September. They will be here to give you a chance to do that again if you wish. Also, and I'm sure that Nancy is going to touch on this, but I just want to remind everyone while I'm here that next Monday is also the new resident social following coffee. And with that, I believe that that is all I have for this week. Thank you all so much, and I hope everyone has a great week.
Oh, good morning. Shirley Cabot for just about everything these days. First off, I have been a client of Linda's, and I just went in, had my hands massaged. Oh, no problem with any pain after that. Okay, craft fair this Saturday. Due to a cancellation, I have 2 tables available. One is back there and has electric power back there, and one is in the middle of the room with no electric. $5 takes it home. Those of you who are setting up on Friday night, you can come after 4 o'clock with your stuff if you choose. The hall will be open until 9 o'clock, about 9 o'clock. But bear in mind, there's no security in here overnight, so don't get pilfered off of. If you're going to put your stuff out, I recommend covering it with a radioactive sheet or something. We can go around looking for people whose hands glow in the dark. Saturday morning, when you come to set up, just these poolside doors will be open, not the front door, because then people sneak in. We don't want that. Okay, we will not be needing the craft room this year, so you folks who play games in the craft room Friday night, you're on. We thought we might need it, but we don't. Okay, now, I'm sorry? Everybody knows what tomorrow is, right? It's my birthday. I'm going to spend 14 hours sitting on a hard folding chair letting people vote. But when you go to vote, and I know you all will if you haven't already, please be nice to those people who are sitting on those hard folding chairs. Donuts are good. We like donuts. That's about it for me, okay? Please come to the craft fair. It's all residents selling stuff. You'll have your friends here. You can shop tax-free, no parking problems, no problems on the internet trying to get deliveries and stuff like that.
I'm Lynn Arve from the Travel Committee. When I walked in here this morning, we had 4 vacancies for St. Augustine. St. Augustine is full again. Any of you who still would like to go, put your name on a waiting list. Our pre-trip meeting is November 28th. The Palm Beach outlet trip, November 29, is rapidly filling up. The cost is $25, departure 7 a.m. Just a reminder about our trips. It is not enough to sign up. You must pay in order to be assured a spot on the bus. You may be number 5 on the list, but if number 55 pays and you haven't, oh well, I guess you're not going. Please, when you sign up, pay promptly. The Miccosukee casino trip, we did not have enough response, so we are canceling that trip. Our 2017 trips, Solomon Castle, January 5th. We need a minimum of 35 people. The cost is $35. The deadline for paying is December 26th. The Royal Caribbean of the Seas cruise in January. The pre-meeting is Thursday, January 5th. We have rescheduled Biloxi. Some of you have asked us to have that trip, so we have rescheduled it for March 13 through 16. By then, you have your Christmas debts all paid, and you have a new stash of money to go to Biloxi. The minimum we need is 40 people. We need to sell 20 rooms. The cost is $270. Right now, you need to make a $50 deposit. Please sign up soon for that. The Tarpon Springs trip in February 22nd, is more than half full. Cost is $75. We can take a maximum of 40 people for that trip. Strawberry Festival in March 2nd, cost $40. The St. John's River Cruise on March 9th, as of now, is sold out. But again, if you want to go and you did not get on it, please put your name on a waiting list, because somehow someone needs to cancel I'm not sure why that is. It has nothing to do with our ages, I'm sure. But anyways, always put your name on a wait list if it's a trip that you really want to go on, because the chances are reasonably good that you might be selected. And finally, the New York City travelers, please stop at the travel table, because I have an individual picture of each person who went on that trip. Thanks for supporting the Travel Committee.
I'm Lois Williams with the Special Meals Committee, and I know Billy already told you what our menu is. We decided not to have turkey this year because you're having turkey for Thanksgiving. So instead, we're having chicken parmesan. We will be selling tickets yet today, and you can get them from Billy through about Wednesday. We've got to cut that off because we've got to go get the groceries so we can feed you. So please get your tickets and come join us, and we look forward to seeing you. The price is only $8, so you can't go out anyplace else and bring your own drinks. So come join us.
John Larson and Mary Lee Napier for the Christmas Child Shoebox Program. We're down to our last, if you will, a week and a half this week, and then we turn our shoeboxes in the end of next week. So we will have, I have shoeboxes here again this morning, and we will be here picking up shoeboxes next Monday. You can always turn them into the office, and we'll get them from the office. If you would like to support the program but don't want to go shopping for it, Mary Lee or myself would be glad to do that. But you really need to, if possible, give us the funds today so we have time to shop for the merchandise and fill the shoe boxes and get those ready. As of this morning, we have 106 shoe boxes. If you remember, our goal was 150, so we still have about 50-some to go and whatnot, and we were 40-some to go. And we would appreciate your support, and I want to thank everybody that supported us so far this year.
I'm Greg Plank with the garage sale. We still have 6 parking lot spaces left, and if you're concerned about the weather, I do have a money-back guarantee that if it rains between 6 o'clock and 11 o'clock on that Saturday morning, you'll get your money back. And due to some cancellations, there are 4 tables inside the building available and 1 on the veranda. So if you're interested, see me in the back of the hall after
Good morning, Tanglewood. Happy, happy people, mostly. Just a few things. Let me get my glass. Just wanted to thank everybody for the generosity and participation that they put forward for the event that we had. We weren't part of we weren't part of TMAC. We did it under the Tanglewood banner. It went off beautifully. You folks, again, showed the world what Tanglewood is all about. We just wanted to give back, and it started out as just something personal, and it exploded into something beautiful. I just want to let you know that that anything that we do, I can always count on the support of you folks, and I want my wife Penny to give you the information that you've all been waiting for. So here's Penny.
First of all, I want to introduce you to my husband, Saint Frank. I want to tell you something. He helped me solicit prizes from July till October, and no husband would do what he did. He'd say, I thought you said we were going to go home. I said, well, we just need to go to these 2 more places, and then we can go home. I want to welcome the new people that are here. How many of you were able to attend the dance? None of you. Oh, that is so sad. No, nobody raised their hand. We had the Toe Jam band, and the good news is Toe Jam, the dance committee is having Toe Jam in March. Buy your tickets immediately when they are offered because they always sell out. If any of you are golfers, come see me. I'll tell you how wonderful the golf committee is and how much money you can save. For the rest of you, thank you so, so much. I'm going to tell you how much money we raised, and I hope that you're going to be amazed. I I wanted to have a contest to guess how much, and Frank says, no, you can't do that. That's like bragging. I said, no, I'm not bragging. I just want to know what they think we raised. So I'm going to tell you in a few minutes. But I do want to thank some people. There were some bumps along the way. The first bump I had was that I needed 72 ice buckets. And I thought, oh my God, there are 2 committees that have ice buckets. The dance committee, they have some, and Lois and Dean Williams committee, I think that's the special meals committee, they have ice buckets. And you need both of those in order to have 72 buckets. So the dance committee graciously offered to let me use theirs, but they're expensive, and I didn't want to use hospice money to replace them. So I went to Billy, and I said, Billy, there are not any ice buckets, and I need ice buckets. So will you, Hometown America, buy ice buckets? Billy and Hometown America supplied 72 ice buckets. So now, any of you who need ice buckets, they're yours to use. They're owned by Hometown America. I want to also thank the dance committee, Lou Ann Wex, for letting us use their ice scoops and their ice chests, and I think that's all that we used of theirs. Also, Lou Ann, Bill Ruley, Jim and Jan Carbar were special, special, special people to me. Jim and Jan were there for everything I needed. They stayed well after the band left, well after I left the other night to lock up. Bill Ruley saved me on one of the hitches I had with the tech booth. The band couldn't get hooked up, and I had no access to the tech booth and was having trouble getting in. That was another hitch. Then the third and last hitch I had was, this is all going, and by now I'm a spastic case. It's 4 o'clock. I'm supposed to be home. I'm not dressed. Went into the kitchen and found out I wasn't allowed to use the cleaning supplies. Said, okay. But fortunately, we had bought buckets, so we were okay on that. So now Frank and I and the hospice group have donated cleaning supplies as well. So there's cleaning supplies for anybody that needs those as well. I know I'm over my time, but I wish that I could thank all of you who volunteered. Frank and I would still be here cleaning up if it weren't for the many, many, many volunteers. I don't have time to go through them, but they know who they are, and we certainly, certainly thank them. And I almost forgot. I want to tell you how much we made. Because all of you who donated and bought raffle tickets and all of you who attended the dance, we have raised for hospice, and every single penny goes to hospice. No CEOs, no corporation, just to Good Shepherd Hospice. We have raised $33,872. Yay, Tanglewood!
Good morning, Tanglewood friends. I'm Gary Walker with the Outdoor Decorating Committee. How do you follow that? $33,000 in one event? 33,800, yeah, that is phenomenal. Wow. Penny, Frank, awesome job, and all the volunteers, absolutely amazing. Okay, now why did I come up here? Oh, Outdoor Decorating Committee. We have our monthly meeting this morning at 9:30. If you'd like to join us or are interested in what we do, well, some of the things we do are the banners that you see throughout Tanglewood. We put on a light show in front of the clubhouse each year, and this year we are in the process of adding trees that have already been made, purchased, and we continue to raise funds to pay for them through our 50/50 endeavors. Frank and Penny are over there, and we'll be there each Monday morning, or I will be, right up until December 5th. This is probably the longest 50/50 wait in Tanglewood history, but we have a lot of plans, and it takes funds, and we are self-funded. We're not associated with any other people, any other groups, I should say. We are a self-funded organization within Tanglewood of many great volunteers, and what I've noticed with volunteers in Tanglewood is you see the same faces everywhere that are volunteers. You know, not to mention any names, Jan and Jim. They're everywhere volunteering. I don't know that they have any time of their own because they're always somewhere, and Penny just mentioned that they were a big help on the dance Saturday night, and I'm sure the pre-work as well. And I just don't think Jan has quite enough to do. She is our treasurer of the Outdoor Decorating Committee, so she keeps us straight as to what we're doing financially. But if you would like to make a donation to the Outdoor Decorating Committee, please feel free. If you would like to purchase a Santa hat, we have a nominal price of $1.25, which just barely covers cost. They cost us a little bit more, so any donation, some people have actually given us $5 for one, which is just amazing. And other people have given us, you know, a few dollars, and they didn't even want a hat, and that's even more amazing, and we greatly appreciate it. Our new Christmas banners that we have purchased are in, and you'll be able to get to see those in just a couple of weeks when we take down the veterans and the club activity banners, and we'll be putting our holiday season banners up, and they are absolutely gorgeous. Again, the 50-50 will be, the drawing will be on December 5th. If you are your club or activity, or if you're a veteran, we'd like to have an honorarium banner. They are $40, and I will be placing the next order the first week of December. So if you'd like to have one, this would be the time to get with me on Monday mornings, or give me a call, or stop by the house. Some folks have done that. And we can get working on the graphics, and we can get those made so we can get the order done and get them purchased. So we'll have them for the next round, which will be when the Christmas banners come down. And in January, we'll be putting up the club activity banners yet again. And so I'd like to thank you. Have I left anything off? I don't think I did. Again, if you would like to come and see what we're doing on the Outdoor Decorating Committee and what our plans are, we've got a meeting at 9:30 after coffee. And I've been wrestling with something, and it's completely personal, and if it's not appropriate, I apologize up front. I've got a 36-year-old daughter, Amanda. She had kidney cancer. We thought her kidney was going to be removed completely, and a doctor was able to save 75% of it and remove the cancer. And the doctor told her, if you're going to have cancer, this is the best kind of cancer to have. Well, what she didn't know at that time was she also had a problem with her thyroid. And right now, this morning, up in Portsmouth, Chesapeake, Virginia, she's under the knife right now, having her thyroid removed. She's having a thyroidectomy. They don't know if it's cancerous or not, but there's been many issues with that. So she's going through her second surgery in less than 2 months. And what I would ask, and again, if I offend anybody, I apologize. I would ask that you would keep my daughter Amanda in your thoughts and in your prayers. Thank you.
Good morning. I'm Jan, Monday Morning Coffee, and I apologize because I didn't know all of you were coming today. So there were a few of you that maybe didn't get donuts, and my husband did pick up a box of cookies, so I tracked people down to try to give those out too. But next week, we'll order more. So it's kind of hard to know how many people are coming back. Anyway, that's the Monday Morning Coffee. Now I'm going to move on to the dance committee. As Billy said, on Saturday, November 12th, we have the Lee Elkhorn Band, formerly known as Long Shot. They are very good, and we always have a good turnout for them. They are homegrown boys from Sebring who love to play locally in Highlands County. We look forward to them being here. The tickets are, as usual, $5 for residents, $6 for non-residents. The doors open at 6:30. Bring your own drinks, and we will furnish ice. Bring snacks, too, because that's always good. Invite your friends. We are open to outside people coming in for the dances. We'd love to see a large group come in for them. They're a 5-piece band, and they do an amazing job. So please join us.
You haven't been there today, right?
Thank you.
Okay. Billy just came up and asked me to remind you that when there is an activity here at the clubhouse that you should be wearing your badges. That's especially true if you're coming for something that's going to require you to win money. That's especially true, like, for example, bingo. That helps us to beat the bingo laws. And it's also very helpful now that we have all these people back We're not going to ask you to name all these people, but if you have a badge, you can cheat. So wear your badges to activities. It's really a great help for everybody. I'd like to add my congratulations to Penny and Frank for the great work that they did in their committee. When we had the cancer drive, which as you remember raised $500,000 over a number of years, we invited anybody who wanted to do something that would make use of volunteers from our community, that would help the community at large, to step up. And for a year, we had nobody step up. Cancer folks felt a little bad about that, but they felt that they were offering the opportunity for somebody else to step up. And of course, as you see, they did step up and stepped up quite large. And it's something that Tanglewood has been known for years. I mentioned a couple weeks ago about the editorial that had been written in the paper about us and how giving and how cooperative this particular community is. And it's just one more example of that. So again, congratulations to the Aurelies. First of all, how many people have already voted? Okay, we are beating the average. They say that 60% of Florida has already voted by absentee or by early voting. We appreciate that. I say we because I'm speaking for everybody. We appreciate everybody that's taking an interest in casting a vote. This has been a really interesting kind of an election. And to be perfectly honest, I'm glad tomorrow's election day, and I think you probably add that too. But we all have the opportunity to speak up and give our opinions, and that's the best way we can do it, by going out and vote. So that's terrific. The rest of you, tomorrow's the day. We vote at this precinct. We vote at the Church of Christ down on the Parkway. Go out the back door, turn left, and keep going to the first church on your left. And that's where we vote. So you want to make sure you do that. Special events tickets are on sale at $70 for a season ticket, just $10 for an individual ticket. You can buy them here on Mondays, and of course in Billy's office for the rest of the week during regular business hours. Our first show is going to be Sugar Bear. Sugar Bear's been around Florida for years, decades, I guess would be a better way to put it. Some of you people haven't been married as long as these people have been performing, and that's saying a lot for our group. But they play music from the 50s, 60s, and 70s. They're particularly, they have a regular gig basically at the Villages. They're all over South Florida and have been for years. It's a great night out, and it's also an opportunity to try us out. So buy your single ticket, and that'll, I'm sure, lead to a season ticket. Remember, a season ticket will cut the price down to $6.36 for each show, and you can't beat that anywhere. Well, this is a big week. Tonight we have bingo for the annual food drive. As you remember, years ago, we used to stand here in line and pick up food, put it in boxes and so forth, and RV Club decided that the best way to go was through financial donations, and they proved that last year with a great drive. And tonight, the bingo group will help that drive grow, and you come out and play bingo tonight, you not only can earn some money, but you can also help earn money for the food drive. Of course, then, as I said, the election is tomorrow, and again, the craft show on Saturday. Shirley and her group put a lot of time and effort into the craft show, as do a lot of the crafters. And you'll be amazed at what's produced here by people in Tanglewood. I think you'll be amazed, and you'll find some neat things to buy for Christmas, for that graduation gift, for that shower gift, wedding gift, or whatever. There's a lot of neat stuff that'll be. And oh, by the way, come hungry, because the genealogy group will be providing food over here, a light lunch. Croissant sandwiches are usually the thing. I don't want to be corrected. I'm just going to say that. You'll find it's a great morning, and you get out here at 8 o'clock and get out here and bring some extra money. Okay, this day in history, folks. In 1874, the Republican Party, speaking about elections, and I'm not making an issue here about Republicans or Democrats, but the Republican Party first used the elephant as its symbol. In 1932, Buck Rogers in the 25th Century made its debut on CBS radio. And in 1965, the Pillsbury Doughboy made his debut in commercials. And in 1999, Tiger Woods became the first golfer since Ben Hogan to win 4 tournaments in a row. And of course, he's going to try to come back in December. Born this day in 1918, Billy Graham. In 1922, Al Hirt. and in 1952, General David Petraeus. This month is Banana Pudding Lovers Month. Okay? It's also Adopt a Turkey Month, so don't kill that turkey and have it on Thanksgiving. You adopt it. Now, this is an interesting one. It's Movember Month. Movember Month. And what that is, it began in 2004, and it's a month where people, of course, men can do this better than ladies, grow mustaches, okay? And it's to raise cancer awareness in men. So it's Movember Month. So start that mustache, and we'll grow it for the month of Movember. This week is American Education Week. It's World Kindness Week, and it's National Book Awards Week. Today is National Selfie Day. Okay, so if you're waiting to take that selfie, go ahead. And while you're doing it, hold up a pickle because it's also National Pickle Day. And it's National Spicy Guacamole Day. It's Loosen Up and Lighten Up Day. And it's National American Teddy Bear Day. Okay? Okay. Now, we've got a ton of folks over here. Nancy, I don't think you ever had 3 tables worth. But we got 3 tables worth of new people. Now, as I told you, listen to where they're from. Go over and welcome them. Listen to where they live. Because, as you know, every morning we warn them that you'll be over for coffee. Okay, Nancy?
Okay, first of all, I have to put my library hat on because Sandy asked me to mention we do not take VSH tapes in the library. Somebody very nicely donated quite a number, but the only thing we do is DVDs and CDs. The library is also doing book bingo, and this is where you read a book, you write it down, and you can win money. So pick up your book bingo card, and that goes through January. For those who have a product or service that they supply to Tanglewood, we have some flyers. You can advertise on TWR Times or give the Welcome Committee at least 50 of your business cards or flyers, and we'll add them to our welcome bags. Okay, now to welcome. 80 houses have been sold, and next week, after coffee, we will have a new resident social. We do this periodically. All the committee members will make something, and I know you probably have had a donut, but trust me, when everybody goes in that room, they still snack. We'll have coffee provided by the coffee committee for us and all kinds of snacks. It is a social. We will have Tammy, Billy, from Hometown America, and Mel Ridley from Neighborhood Watch to speak briefly. But it's a time for you to get to know all your people. So if you live in Carefree, you sit in the Carefree. If you have an RV, you can sit in the RV table. If you live in Bayside, you'd live there. Now, we're also not only going to feed you, but you have a chance to win some prizes. Special Events has given us 2 tickets to a show of your choice. We also will have 2 breakfast tickets that you can use. Hometown America has made a very nice basket we're going to be raffling off. And remember the coffee mugs, the Tanglewood coffee mugs, the Tervis mugs that the coffee committee is giving away 1 mug at the new resident social. These are also for sale by the coffee committee. So please join us. I'd like to have everyone introduce themselves, and we do. And Tom, I know your eyes are giving you problem because you know you're getting more mature, but there's really only 2 tables. Yeah, 1, 2. I know 3 is really a hard number for you to figure out, but it's 1, 2. You see,
thank you for
ladies and gentlemen, I get teased every Monday, and sometimes it's payback. Okay, that felt so much better. Okay, I'm going to start and have Bill and Cheryl stand up and introduce themselves.
Morning, I'm Bill, and this is my wife Cheryl. I'm the new pastor here at Tanglewood Community Church. So if you don't have a church home, we invite you to come join us on Sundays at 9 o'clock. We are from Covington, Georgia, which is where In the Heat of the Night and Dukes of Hazzard and Vampire Diaries and a host of movies are filmed. So we're the little Hollywood of the South up there. We've been here now for just a little while, just a couple weeks, but we were in and out of town. So now we're here. We're permanent residents. We live on Bayside Drive. 2107 Bayside Drive. Bring your own cup.
And coffee.
We're Randy and Sue Thack, and we're from Traverse City, Michigan. And we've been full-time timing RVing since 2014, but it's our first time here. Oh, yes. We are on Koala. It's 815 Koala out in the Outback.
Hi, all. We are Rick and Deanna Brown. We're from Northwest Indiana. We purchased our home actually in December, but we are actually just now retired, so we are here. This is our first season here. We will be seasoners, and we are at 1580 Tanglewood Circle.
Well, I'm Beth, and this is my husband, Jim Reed. We are from Ohio. This is our first week here. We'll be seasonal people as well. We live at 912 Antelope Drive in the Outback.
Stand up. Good morning, Tanglewood. We're Kathy and Joe Dengler. We're from Rochester, New York. Oh, I love that. We are seasonal here, 6 months in the Outback, and we're at 802 Koala Court.
And last but not least, I'm Louise and my husband Mark Gisselson from Connecticut. We are seasonal in the Outback again at 793 Elephant Way.
That's all, and all of these people will be joining us next week at the new resident social. Back to you, Tom.
Thank you, Nancy, and thank you, Linda, for providing a chair. Okay, I was just drawn to the fact that in the newsletter, and this is probably my fault, on the front page it tells you that the show is November 20th, the first special event show, and that's correct. Inside, it says November 10th, and that's my grandson's wedding, so that has nothing to do with all you guys. We don't want you coming anyway. But it is the 20th, not the 10th, so you might want to check on that. Okay, so that's about it. So plan to take part in the activities. There are a lot of people here who are looking for things to do, and we can provide that. Remember, bingo tonight, you're not only providing money for yourself, but you're providing money for the recreation, the RV group. And make a new friend, wave to your neighbors, have a great week, and buy a Christmas hat.